Hi, this is Glenn Craver. I'm doing a quick overview of a couple new features in Unity version 2019.3. Three of the features I'm going to look at include putting holes into terrain, um, creating presets for objects, and a new way to control what objects in a scene you can select. All right, so to get started, let's go with the terrain here. I'm going to show you how to make a hole. It's actually pretty straightforward. Go in here, paint holes, make a smaller brush size, and you can start creating holes. One thing to keep in mind though is that the size of your terrain and the scale of it will determine how big these are. If you make this to a large terrain, say 1,000 by 1,000, the squares you're cutting out will be much larger. See here, that square size would be twice as large, so you would have much rougher holes. Depending on your scale, that may or may not be important. Now, something to keep in mind with these holes is that they are actual holes. As far as physics is concerned, anywhere there's a hole, things can pass through it. So this is very useful for things like tunnels, caves, or like some kind of dungeon entrance. This would be a good way to go about accomplishing that. Okay, so next feature I want to look at is presets. So we go ahead and grab one of these objects. So presets are a new feature. If you look here on the right side here, there are these two lines with dashes in. It's supposed to be like sliders. You click that, you give an option to choose presets. And for example, I have a sample preset here called green material. It just changes it. So this is just controlling for mesh renderers. Go back to none. It'll just go back to how it was before. And so each of these components on here has an option for presets. For example, if you want to have a reliable way to set a capsule collider here. But another thing is for custom components. For example, I have just an example set here with a stats script for health, mana, stamina, and lives. I can go here and say I've got my player stats. And you'll see here it updates the health, mana, and stamina, and lives. Now, if you want to create your own presets, you can go here and say set this to 50, 50, 50, and 5. Go back up here to select preset, and then save current to. And we could say here is the goblin stats preset. Now we can quickly switch between them. So here's goblin stats, player stats. And this also works for things like transforms. So for example, say I want to grab this transform here. Maybe it's a gray box wall that we want to have a standard size of, and we can go ahead and say here and say gray wall as a preset. Whoops, selected the terrain. I'm going to fix that in just a moment. So we can go here, back into transforms, select gray wall. There you go. One thing to note, of course, if you do this to transforms, that it will move the object. But probably more value in controlling scripts, things like material setups, particle effects, and things like that. That's probably where this changed the most. And finally, what I want to go over is how to control what can or cannot be selected in your scene. So over here on the left, you see, of course, we have the ability to toggle things on. We can hide and show the terrain. But earlier, I tried to select something. I actually grabbed the terrain by accident. I may not want that. So I can go in here, and there's a new option. Next to the eye, there's now a finger. And if you click that, I can no longer select the terrain. Another possibility is just to say, if you have a crowded scene, see, I want to only select the purple can. So I can tick here in these pointing hands, and now I can only select the purple can, even when other things are in front of it. So it's just a really quick feature to show, but that might help out a lot when you have a very crowded scene. But you get something that's popular with other foliage and other things like that, props. This could help if you want to say, I only want to work on these things here. And you can, of course, go here and at the top and hit that, and it'll make everything uninteractable. And then you can just go back and select and say, I want to work with the blue can and the red can. Okay, so those are the 3 new features that I want to touch upon for Unity version 2019.3. Thanks for watching.